Welcome to Wrapping Things Up for Your In-Person Class Delivery, brought to you by Microsoft Learning, and I'm Leanne McManus. In this video, we're going to focus on finishing your class strong and really how to wrap things up in items you need to think about and ways to end on a really high note. You always want to make sure you're finishing strong, your students leave the class happy, feeling fulfilled, feeling like they can conquer the task they've started with, and know more at the end than they knew at the beginning. So you always want to allow for final questions. Now these are open questions where they can ask whatever comes to mind, whatever questions they've written down, whatever questions might come up based on other conversation. We're still in the retention mode here where we're kind of putting all the pieces together at the end. And it really is all about ensuring the retention for the students. So another way to kind of highlight the retention is to ask and probe questions yourself that focus on highlighted main points. You want to verify that the students actually understand the main topic and the highlighted points that you wanted to make sure that they took away, that meets the learning objectives for sure without uncertainty. They have a solid understanding of this. You want them to be able to explain in their own words or give an example, but be able to put into terms whatever the concept was. If it was a topic and they need to understand what it is, if they know how technology works together because of this class, what were the examples in which they utilize that? How can they share that example with other people in the class? You definitely want to leverage other student experiences in the class. This should complement what was already shared at the beginning of class during objectives and expectations. Let the students explain in their own words how they improved, what their pain was that they solved, what did they learn overall. This will hit home with the other students much more when provided by a peer at this point in time. Now it's time to elicit, support, and then honor the honest feedback cycle that we're all looking for. As an instructor, you should want to learn, grow, and improve with every class. One way to make sure you support and ensure evaluations are done is by allowing enough time. So usually 15 minutes is appropriate for the length of evaluation, but you want to go through and make sure that everyone can connect to it and that everyone has actually completed it. So managing your content time with your class needs to account for this period of time you need at the end. This is a critical part of wrapping the class up. You want to ask them verbally. Maybe you do a retrospective. What did you think really worked well in this class? What did you not like about this class? What did you gain from it? What difference is it going to make for you? I, a lot of times, will do this as an actual retrospective with sticky notes and get the high-level themes of what's consistent in the class. But you could do it as a very impersonal, impromptu, just a Q&A session of high level. What did you really like? What did you get from this? What didn't work? What did you hate? What could we change? What could we improve on? It's a great way to kind of encapsulate everything that hopefully they've already put into their evaluation, but they're hearing what others think and feel as well at the same time. It's also very helpful for the training centers to get the evaluation information back because the area, the environment, the food, the chairs, the hardware, all of that is really important feedback as well, in addition to the vendors, including the resources and maybe labs or books and that sort of thing that are utilized in the class. One final thing I like to do at the end of my classes is to do some little handouts or giveaways. This is really important to leave the class on a high note. So when I'm probing for those questions or people are giving their own examples and we're having really good interactive conversation at the end, I might have something like a Starbucks card or I might have candy that I give away. It just depends on your group. You really should not do more than $5 or $10 worth of value. You need to understand your audience, but it's really intended to kind of engage finally the final kind of movement of interaction and engagement with the class, make everybody happy. They leave your class on a really high note. Thank you for watching this video. I hope it helped you understand the importance of questions, evaluations, and really overall engagement to make your class the best that it can be.